Hello friends, I'm Karina Chin with KarinaStamps.com and I want to welcome you to my video today. This is a video I'm doing just for YouTube because my video earlier today on Facebook was the wrong direction, so I thought I would do a clean recording for you so you could just watch and stamp along with me. I'm going to be sharing today how to make this fun chalkboard easel card that I thought would be perfect for the teachers in your life. Or, yeah, whether it's this winter or summer, I just thought it would be really fun. Or the artist in your life. So I thought they were super cute. So let me get started. So the very first thing we need, and I'm doing this from scratch. So the very first thing we need is some cardstock. And I should mention quickly that if you have fun stamping with me today, you can go and subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell for the notifications tab, and then you'll know when I've got some live videos coming. Once I get to 1,000 followers, I can do some live videos for you. So I'm super excited about that. And if you like the products you're seeing today, you can go to karinachin.stampinup.net, and this is the current hostess code. And I will mention classes while I'm talking, and if you're interested in my classes, if you live in Canada, you can go to karinastamps.com, and I have a link in there on how to subscribe to my newsletter list, and that's where I post all that information. Okay, so to make this really fun penguin builder card, you want to start off with a piece of crumb cake cardstock that is 4 1/4 inches by 11 inches, and we're just going to score that in half at 5 1/2 inches. Now, I should point out that if you are a brand new stamper, if you take a full sheet of cardstock and you cut it in half at the 8 1/2 inch side, on the 8 1/2 inch side at the top, you get 2 card bases. And then when you fold them in half, that makes another card base. So that's pretty easy. And then if you take your cardstock and line it up so that the 11 inch side is against the top of your paper trimmer and you cut it in half at 5 1/2 inches, then you have 2 normal card bases. So I just like to point that out because most of the time when you come to my classes, all the prep work is done for you. I just want you to sit back, stamp, relax, and have a great time. So I do a little more teaching and instruction on how to cut cards on my videos, which is what I'm doing tonight. So you can see I just scored that at 5 1/2 inches, and now I have a card base that opens this way. Okay, now you'll notice on here that I have kind of a fun shape. So let me show you how I did that. The first thing I did was take it so that the cardstock has the open end towards the top of the paper trimmer. And I'm just going to line that up at 3/4 of an inch. Now, I love the Stampin' Up! Paper trimmer because it's got markings on this side and this side. And for some reason, I just like to use the right-hand side of the scoring track better. So I'm going to line this up to 3/4 of an inch. And I want to cut down to about 1 inch deep. And I love our paper trimmer because it will cut through 2 layers of cardstock. Now, unfortunately, the trimmer is back ordered to January 17th, but don't worry, it will be available again. Okay, so I'm just cutting that down to 1 inch and make sure it goes through the 2 layers. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And then I'm going to flip it because it seems to have more balance when I line it up on this side. So same thing. We'll line this up at 3/4 of an inch, and we're just going to cut down to 1 inch. And you can see I've got the ruler at the side on here, and that's what I'm looking at. It's a little dark in Edmonton today. Dark, snowy, cold, which is why I chose the penguin card today. Seems like a perfect card to do on a snowy night. Okay, now what we have to do is we have to remove this rectangle. So how are we going to do that? I think we should line this end up at 1 inch. And then I should just be able to cut from this. I'm going to cut here from this cut line to this cut line. And that is what? That was 3/4 of an inch. Just take a look and be careful because this blade is very sharp. And so I'm going to run that down at 3/4 of an inch down to 3 1/2 inches. And let's see if I cut that out. Yes, but I should have done it a little harder. So let's just do it again. Uh-oh, that feels like it could have been a bit of a mistake. Yeah, I didn't do it far enough. So let's just line that up at 1 inch again and try this again. Doesn't really matter because it was, the line was short anyway. Okay, there we go. See if that looks better. Okay, and let's just get rid of this now. I'm just going to get my paper snips out and we'll just make it a little cut right here like that. I always tell people you can never goof up your cards, right? By the time I put the paper on, it's going to be just fine. Okay, so now I have my cute little easel card. My little painter's easel is ready to go. And we need to kind of have a chalkboard look. We need to cut some basic black cardstock, and that's going to be cut at 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 inches. 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. There we go. So we'll just get that piece ready to go. Okay, that is going to go like this. And then we need some pieces that look like wood grain. Now on my video today, I showed the 3D timber embossing folder, it's called. 3D timber embossing folder, and I did early espresso cardstock. And then this paper here is actually on the clearance rack, and it's called Natural Touch paper. You get 2 sheets, it's on sale for $3. So I don't know whether you like the lighter color, the darker color, but it gives a good contrast. So you can choose whatever you want. And then I thought for this video, since I'm doing it a 3rd time, let's choose some different paper. So this is the In Good Taste cardstock by Stampin' Up. It comes in a giant pack and it's just a whole bunch of wood grain designs. And what I need to do is I need to cut some 3/4 of an inch strip. So let's just cut a long strip first. And then we need 2 pieces that are 4 1/4 and 4 1/4. Okay, that's my 2 pieces. And then I need another one. So let's put this at 3/4 of an inch, like so. And then we need 2 pieces that are 5 1/2 inches each. So we'll put that there, and that is 5 1/2 by 5 1/2. Okay, so those are kind of all the pieces you need to make this card. Tuck that aside, out of the way. Okay, and that's your basic easel card. And I decided to use let me pull this in. Decided to use for the sentiment, if you're wondering where that's from, it's called Encircle in Warmth. Now this stamp set actually coordinates with one in the annual catalog called Encircled in Friendship. And then Encircled in Friendship is my stamp set of the month. So if you live in Canada and you want me to send you the card kits in the mail, the class is free with a $35 order. I run it as a monthly club, so if you attend for 6 months, then you actually get some hostess benefits, which is kind of fun. And this is what this card looks like. It's a corner tuck fold card. All your pieces are cut and ready to go for you. You just have to do the stamping and assemble. And then we have one that looks like this. Isn't that beautiful? That uses a beautiful Eden's Garden Specialty Designer Series paper. And then I also have one that looks like this. And we're just going to I'm going to show you a dry embossing technique. But aren't those dies beautiful? And the stamp set is so pretty. And this is the Christmas set that actually coordinates with all these dies in the Encircled in Friendship stamp set. And this one is retiring. So if you have that set, I highly recommend that you get the Encircled in Warmth stamp set before it's gone. It's while supplies last. So I checked last night. It was still available. Hopefully it's still there if you're interested in it. And then I'm also using my favorite penguin. Oh yeah, there's the Encircled in Warmth. Now where's Penguin Builder? Let's go to the back of the catalog, and I find it's faster when I'm looking for things to go by the punches. Punches are here. So the Penguin Builder's page 33. I was probably pretty darn close. There it is. So the Penguin Builder I'm choosing because he's so darn cute. 2, I love punches. Now I went to order the bundle today, and the bundle is unavailable because the punch is sold out again. So it will become available again. So if you want, you can pick up the penguin. You just have to fussy cut a bit more of your pieces, which is inconvenient but still doable, right? And I thought this would make a perfect gift for Christmas if you gave somebody the stamp set and then a bunch of Stampin' Spots to create their penguin. Because this is sort of a hidden gem, but in the catalog we have these Stampin' Spots. The order number is 153183, and they're $33 in Canada, and you get 8 colors. So if you're a new stamper, or say this is a gift for your kids or your grandkids, I think it's nice because then they get a bunch of colors to play with, and then they're not messing with your ink pads. So that's a good investment. But I thought I would just point that out. Okay, so let's move that away, and let's get the chalkboard technique done first. So I'll just set this aside. My desk is getting a little messy. Okay, there's my chalkboard there. So I'm going to stamp with Versamark ink. Now there's actually 2 ways that I could do this. I could stamp with the Whitecraft pad, and this is an old stamp pad. I think it's like 10 years old. So the new stamp pads, of course, will look a little different. They look like this, and we have an uninked white one that comes with a re-inker. And then when you get it, you have to ink it. So, you know, it's not hard to re-ink the pads. I love the fact that we can get ink refills, that we don't have to buy a brand new pad every time, because this craft ink is really sticky, which is why you can use it for embossing. But I just used my Versamark ink and white embossing powder and thought it worked equally well. So that's what I'm going to do. We'll do the chalkboard technique with this. And I have my stamp that says Joyful Season. So let's just stamp that. I have to straighten this out because this is driving me a little crazy. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's stamp a Joyful Season. Here we go. See, look how easy this is. You can make 20 of these penguin cards. Okay, and then I have put my white embossing powder in a Ziploc container. And I just find it's less messy that way. It controls the mess. And you can't buy white embossing powder anymore by itself in the catalog. It comes in a basics pack, and it comes with black and white and I think clear. And then we also have another one that has gold and silver and I think copper. So you have to buy them in a 3-pack now. And then what I'm going to do is just clip it onto my little clipboard so I don't burn my fingers. I'll turn on my embossing gun. And I'm just melting the powder until it looks shiny. So here we go. It looks like it's starting. There it goes. Okay, almost done. Okay, and if you love techniques and stuff like that, I have a stamp camp on January 29th. And we're doing masks. We're using the masks and we're using the embossing paste. And it's going to be a techniques stamp camp. So if that sounds fun to you, send me a message, leave me a message, and you can attend. It's going to be lots of fun. Okay, so let's put this on here. And I'm just using my liquid glue. We sell a bunch of adhesives, right? We also have the Stampin' Seal. We have Stampin' Seal Plus. We have Tear and Tape adhesive. There's multiple adhesives you can use. I use this because it's fast, and I'm a fast stamper. So, and I also like the fact that when I place it down, it's not dry yet. So if it's crooked, I can actually still wiggle it and get it straight. So I love that. On January 4th, I have a new catalog kickoff party that I'll be doing on Facebook, so you're welcome to tune in. And then in the evening, we're going to put the cards together. So if you want a card kit for that, just send me a message as well. It's $20 or free with a $35 order. And it should be lots of fun. I'm going to highlight all the new products from the new catalog. And if you haven't seen it yet, oh, it's fun. It's really fun. There's some great stuff in there. I've been making some swaps already, so I'm pretty excited about it. And Celebration is on. And for celebration, every time you spend $60, you get something for free. So there's stamps, there's paper, and it's really, really fun. Well, I think anything free is fun. I don't know about you, but who doesn't love fun, free stuff? Okay, so there's my strips at the side. So again, these ones were 3/4 of an inch by 5.5. And then we'll put this one on. These two pieces are 3/4 of an inch by 4.25. What do you think? Do you like that? Is it shaping up nicely? I kind of like the fact that I've got 3 different papers on here on each card. It's a little different. And then I'll see which one I like the best. I'm really not sure yet till I'm done. See how I had to wiggle it? I couldn't do that if I used a really strong adhesive. Okay, now I think that looks super cute. Now, before I finish off my penguin, I should mention that I think this card would go great with this stamp set too. It's called Make It Happen. It's in the annual catalog. I have no clue what the price is, but this is what I mean. Come June, if you needed some teacher gifts or, you know, a gift for a crafty friend, how fun would it be to do this technique? Okay, so you could leave it like this, right? I mean, yeah, it looks nice, but I kind of wanted the chalkboard look. So I've taken a sponge. I'm going to dip it into my craft ink, and then I'm just going to lightly, you know, put some chalkboard on it. Chalkboard color. Make it a little less clean. You can add as much as you want. You can also go back in and add more later if you want to your other cards. It's super fun. It takes a little bit to dry. It's a little tacky and sticky at first. And that's my chalkboard technique. I wanted to show you this one as well. I posted this on my blog, and this is the exact same thing. It's Versamark stamped on black cardstock, embossed with white embossing powder, with the chalkboard put over top. And then this stamp is my favorite. I believe it's rolling over, and I think it's called Christmas to Remember. It's part of the Painted Christmas Suite. And it's the Christmas season stamp set with the dies. So super fun. Okay, now let's make our penguin, because personally, I think the penguin is the cute part of the card. So because I own the punch, one thing is when you have a demo number, you get your stuff before anybody else, a month before. And so I think I ordered the penguin when we first got to order it before customers, because demonstrators can order it 1 month before. And that's what I did, because then things aren't sold out. So if you're interested in getting your stuff early and saving 20% on all your orders, I recommend the starter kit. You don't have to do anything but be a happy shopper and just place your own orders. That's all it is. Okay, now I think I'm pretty safe to glue this little white part down on my penguin onto the little penguin body. Now he needs some eyes or something. He's looking a little creepy right now. Let's make him a nice, happy little penguin. So I'm going to pull out my photopolymer stamps. This is how they come. I love the photopolymer. And I need the eyeballs. Do you see the eyeballs on here? Like I said, I had this all set up earlier. Then my video was sideways, and I just thought you might enjoy a clean recording, so you can get out your stuff, grab a coffee, or pour yourself a glass of wine if it's at night, and stamp along with me. Okay, so there's the eyeballs. Now I have his little, we need his little beak, so I'm looking for that piece. There's 2 of them. I want this one. And I am using Daffodil Delight because I wanted to show you these little spots. These are great. If you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, every single month you get an ink spot. And I love that you can actually use these on the Stamparatus. I showed everybody the Stamparatus today, which is how I made this card. And they have bags for the Stamparatus on the clearance rack. So you might want to treat yourself to an early Christmas gift and pick up one of those. Okay, now for my penguin, I did a red hat with Coastal Cabana scarf. But you know what? Let's change it up, because this is the second time I'm doing this. Now, see how the spot has not been opened yet? Ooh, this is a brand new spot. Maybe I'll get another one that's already opened. Sometimes these take a little bit of time. Let me just get out my picker tool and we'll see. I don't want to spend a lot of time opening this. You can also take your scissors if you want. We'll see. And we'll get this side. There we go. I think I'm almost there. Nope, it's not opening right now. It's because I'm on camera. I'm going to do it later because if I keep working on this, oh, there it goes. I didn't want to stab myself. That would be so embarrassing if I stabbed myself while I'm doing a video. You know, plus make a mess on my poor penguin. Okay, let's give him a, what color is this? Ooh, gorgeous grape. Let's give him a gorgeous grape scarf. And you just stamp it like this. There we go. Put that spot aside. Now, do I have any white scrap paper for my little pieces? You know what? Let's just use this one. This looks like a scrap, don't you think? So we'll stamp a scarf. And then we also need a hat. So we've got his hat over here. And we're going to use Coastal Cabana this time. And let's ink that up. See, if you were a kid, you would just have so much fun making all these little pieces for your little penguin. Or, you know, if you're an adult kid like me, a big kid has fun too. And you know what? I put a Christmas tree there. Yeah, I do want Christmas cards still. So let's just use the other side of this block. And then it also comes with shaded spruce. Oh my goodness, I have to open that again. Nope, I'm not doing it. Okay, so I like to use the big ink pads. You can get the big ink pads. They're $10.25 each. Ooh, this is like a brand new pad. Okay, and I just didn't want to fight with that again on camera. Okay, so let's stamp a shaded spruce tree right there. And then if you're wondering how I'm going to clean these, I really like using my Simply Chamois. And then I went and cut mine into 4 pieces. And then look, you just go like this and look how nice it cleans. Isn't that great? Oh, come back here, Beak. Don't, we can't lose you yet. And then it's great for just getting into the little nooks and crannies of your stamp. And then it's clean. So that's how quick it is. And I keep it in a plastic container. Otherwise, it becomes really hard. So to reactivate this, I just add water and it's ready to go. Okay, so now we're just going to cut out these little pieces for my little happy penguin really quickly. And then my card is done. Okay, and when I like to cut, I leave a bit of a white edge. And I find it's a little more forgiving. Now I do have people who like to just cut really close, and that is totally fine too. I don't usually take that much time cutting. I love my dies and my die cutting machine. And trust me, if there was a die for all these pieces in the penguin set, plus a punch, I would buy both. And that's why I have a demo number, because I save on every order I place, so I'm okay with that. But this is so fun, and just, I can't wait to send these out to my friends, and hopefully it'll put a smile on their face, because this little guy is just so darn cute. Now, let's go like this, and we'll just cut the tree really quick. You can see you're supposed to move the paper, not the scissors, when you cut, and you know, you cut pretty quick, right? Is it close? No. Is it going to look super cute? Yes, you betcha. So I hope you're enjoying this video so far, and I hope you will subscribe to my channel or sign up for my newsletter. I would love to stamp with you and meet some new stamping friends. I also have a paper party class coming up in February. So I have so many classes on the go right now. It's crazy. Plus my regular Monday night class is going to be on December 20th. We stamp on the 3rd Monday of the month. It can be a club or you can pay a class fee. It's totally up to you. And then as well, I'm going to do a paper party with my friend Candy. She's in the States. We're going to do a paper party, and I think it's the second Saturday in February. So that's going to be really fun. It's brand new. I've never run one before, so I'm pretty excited about that. So stay tuned for more details on that. Okay, what do you think? Give me a thumbs up, like or share if you think he is super cute. If you do not think he's super cute, don't comment a nasty comment. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so let's put this down. Who cannot love this little guy, though? Seriously, look, he's got a little tree. Now, I do have a problem. I don't think I can put a red bow on here. Do you think red will go? No, that is not going to look so nice, I don't think. So, look what I found. I have some bumblebee ribbon. I use ribbon all the time. And I love designer series paper, and that's why I do paper shares for all my customers. So paper share is coming up, and then the option will be to add on the paper party to that paper share. And it's going to be 10 projects. So I'm designing 5, Candy's designing 5. And we can ship anywhere, or I can ship anywhere in Canada, and Candy can ship anywhere in the US. So that's why we thought we'd make a good team. We have run an event together before, and I really love working with her. She's so pleasant and got great ideas. Okay, now what do you think? So you have to let me know in the comments which one you like better. So this is what we have. Let's just clean up my mess a little bit and have a quick little review. So 3 penguin cards. This is the designer series paper that's in the annual catalog, and it's called In Good Taste. This is just early espresso cardstock using the 3D timber embossing folder. And then this is on the clearance rack, this paper that is a natural touch paper. So I don't know which one I like better. It's a really tough call, but he's super cute too. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my video, and I hope that I get to stamp with you, and I really enjoyed you spending some time with me tonight. So have an amazing day, and I'll be back next Tuesday with hopefully more inspirational stamping videos. Bye.